Hey guys, Justin Edward from Rock and Roll Industries coming with you. I have Picture Me Broken in the office today. We're going to ask you guys a couple questions. First off, could you guys introduce yourselves and what you guys do for the band?
My name's Dante Phoenix. I play guitar for Picture Me Broken.
My name's Brooklyn. I'm the singer and keyboard player.
My name's Jimmy Strimple, and I play guitar.
Alright guys, where are you guys from?
We are based out of the Bay Area, but he's actually from Hollywood, so we kind of go back and forth.
So everyone's from California?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
How do you guys all meet?
The original lineup of Picture Me Broken actually met in 3rd grade at elementary school, and the band started jamming together around 7th grade, and then several evolutions later we became Picture Me Broken, and then the bass player and myself were still the original members, but he was in a local band, and I met him through a mutual
You
musician
guys
friend.
find it hard still going to school and trying to tour and play, or?
We finally moved out of that phase. For a long time we were juggling both high school and the band, but now we are all graduated.
Graduated?
Yeah, and it's definitely a relief because band is a full-time job.
Yeah.
Congrats on the graduation. How'd you guys all meet?
I think we met just like local.
Yeah, I
show
saw
that
Jimmy
we
in a
were
local band.
playing.
Yeah, these two actually are the newest addition.
If you guys could play any venue in the world, what would you want to play?
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden?
That's the
pretty good
epitome of success. I think if you don't want to go as far as you possibly can, why bother?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best venue or show that you've played up until now?
I know for me, this was before they were in the band, but we actually had the opportunity to play at the Fillmore in San Francisco, and it was just a beautiful venue with amazing sound, and I look forward to playing there again. What did you guys like?
For us, Summerfest was a lot of fun.
That's
That was a pretty good one.
Summerfest was a great experience. I kind of, even though it's like not too exotic or anything, I really like the Roxy just in that I get to be home
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like I love Southern California, I always have. And then, you know, like I remember the first time I played there, it kind of fulfilled a little bit of a kid thing inside of me. Like, you know, how many bands, you know, I respected kind of started out on that and those stomping grounds. It's like not the same or anything, but for the first time it was like really cool to get to do that.
I think
What's your songwriting process? Was someone write lyrics and then someone write music, and then how does that go? Take us through it.
It really varies, honestly. We're all very active in the writing process. I'm adamant about having band members who are capable of writing and who are real artists, and you know, a lot of times it'll start with like a riff, and we kind of go about it differently depending on who brings the original piece of the song to the table. It'll be a fragment, and then we'll all develop it as a whole. Sometimes I'll just make a very bare exoskeleton of a song, and then these two will, you know, shred it out.
Guitar it.
Yeah, and make it technical. But it's you know, some songs I do more solo process. Sometimes he'll bring a song, and sometimes we'll just jam it out in the studio as an entire band.
All right.
From scratch sometimes.
Yeah, from scratch.
Just
Yeah, just
jamming, dude.
jamming.
Singing
That's
out,
the best way to do it.
I've
Yeah, it's
learned
fun.
that, yeah, it's just nothing is really like totally the same. Like if I think about every song, they all kind of came about,
They did.
like all of our new material, all comes about in a different way.
So in your free time, do you guys hang out a lot?
We do hang out a lot. You know, we kind of all, my house is kind of like the commune for the band, and we all hang out and we'll write a lot, and we pretty much together every single day. We try to rehearse every day, and when we're not at full band rehearsal, he and I will collab, or you know, we'll write on our own, and it's pretty much a full-time process, especially right now because we're writing an album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than music, what are some other hobbies? What do you do in your spare time if you're not playing music, if you're not writing?
I don't exist outside of music.
Oh, come on. Everyone's got some hobby.
Wish there was a good answer for that, but
What do I do?
What do I do? You know, Dante and I work out.
that is not the, well, I have worked out before.
A little bit.
I try to, yeah, we try to. You do, I know you do.
I do.
You love writing.
In the future,
and
I'd love
so
to have
that's,
like a clothing
fun
line and a
thing.
label and all that stuff, but right now it's all band.
All right, guys. I hear you guys got a record coming out.
We do.
You were just signed. Can you tell us a little bit about that, when the record's supposed to be out and the name of it and whatnot?
All right, we just signed to Standby Records. It's an indie deal, and we were writing our sophomore album. We had our album Wide Awake that was sort of DIY with distribution through Megaforce, but this is really, I think this is our first big step. I consider this more of a debut album,
Sure.
because this is the lineup. We were more like 14 and 15-year-olds experimenting in the last
Dante and I
album.
were not a part
They
of
were
that.
not a part of the project, so this is like who we are now, and it's very much a different band. We were just kind of playing around with the Warped Tour scene in the previous album. Now we're more mature songwriters, and I think we're actually establishing the sound that we want to be conveyed as Picture Me Broken.
Okay.
So and that's going to be coming out possible. I want everyone to
We
hear
want
it.
everyone to hear it.
We
Yeah.
absolutely
We've
like
had so much material for so long. And
yes,
it's,
we're so excited
we're
about
like,
it because it's so odd when people.
but
I always forget that people haven't heard what we've been writing.
I know. I
And
feel
they
like
refer to us
everybody
from
already.
Wide Awake, and I'm like, that's not us
Yeah,
anymore.
I feel like sometimes in my own head that just everybody already knows what we're doing, but they don't. You know,
They
we
really
haven't
don't.
really unveiled kind of our
yeah.
direction thus far. You know, but it'll be very, very apparent when that record comes
Yeah.
out. Who
Yeah,
we
even
are.
live, we haven't been playing too many new songs.
Even though we want to. We're
Yeah,
trying
we
to keep
want
some
to.
of them under wraps.
Yeah.
Sure. Understandable. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. This is Picture Me Broken. If you haven't got a chance to check them out yet, check out one of their records. New records coming out this spring. This is Justin Edward, Rock and Roll Industries. Thanks for checking us out.